What is it that gives your life a sense of meaning and purpose? Because once you find that, it puts you in your power place. See, if you know what your life work is, I encourage you to start working on it. If you can't do it all at one time, do just a little bit of it. And if you don't know what it is that you showed up to do, if you don't know why you're here, I encourage you to find out what your purpose is here. What is the meaning of your life? What will be different? Have you ever asked yourself that question? I've done that. I remember coming from a friend of mine's funeral, and I was reflecting on how much time I had left. And I went for a walk in a park thinking about this guy whose life was so promising. And I mean, he wasn't an old guy. He was quite young, in fact. And I thought about all of the things that he said he was going to do, and he never got a chance to do those things. And I started thinking about my own life and how much time I had left to do the things that I would like to do. And at that time, I wasn't sure what my life purpose was, what my life's work was. I wasn't sure about it at that time. And I thought about it quite a lot.
All right, hey y'all. So that is, again, my good friend in my mind, Mr. Les Brown. Hold on one second, guys. One of the best speakers ever. And, you know, I'm going to tell you guys, we had planned on having a totally different talk today. So for those of you who are here to learn about real estate, we were supposed to be having, that's Adrian Watkins, as you can see right there. So actually, as a matter of fact, hold on, I got to fix the lower third because that ain't even the right one. So I'll fix that in a second. We were supposed to actually have Adrian Watkins today, but wasn't able to make it. So guess what? One thing about me, you know, whenever I put together something like this, I make sure to definitely have myself well versed in as many areas that I may need to. I've been speaking now for a long time, and I understand that the show must go on. So hold on one second, y'all, real quick. Hey, as I'm fixing this real quick, do me a favor, introduce yourself. Let me know what city and state you guys are chiming in from. I have a treat for you today. I'm going to talk to you guys about being able to build a six-figure speaking business. So if you've ever wanted to become a public speaker, or if you ever wanted to learn the skills of being a public speaker, trust me, I'm about to hook y'all up with the real tea. Okay, so do me a favor, everybody, and let me know what city and state you guys are chiming in from. What city and state is everybody chiming in from? Introduce yourself. Hello, hello, hello. And let me drop this up on in here so I can have my nice little lower third. Yes, darling. Yes, darling. Okay. So hello, hello, hello. Oh, thank you guys so much. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Also, please do not hesitate to, of course, create a watch party. Share this thing. I've got a couple of things that we're going to do before we get into this talk today. So I'm super excited. I really pray that you guys share this training. So it's a whole lot of stuff that's about to happen. First of all, I was not expecting to be talking on this topic. I wasn't. However, because of, you know, the last minute situation, I decided to do it. I also stopped coaching in this area. I have a coaching mastermind program that I teach where it's a high ticket program. It's $24,000. I'm just going to tell y'all because I'm going to just tell you that's how much it costs. And this is for people that want to do coaching and speaking and all of that and putting it all together. It includes a whole lot of other stuff. But since I'm now talking about the topic, I already know how y'all get down with the get down. Some of y'all going to want to know how can you be a part of or be able to learn more as far as developing your talk. So one of the things that I may possibly do, I'm not sure yet, is I may make an opportunity for about maybe 10 people. I do have availability on May the 2nd, which is a Saturday. And so I may possibly do a private session with about 10 people that want to be able to develop their talk and practice their talk, and we'll just hang out the whole day. So I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how y'all feel. But definitely, guys, please keep on introducing yourself and letting us know where you guys are chiming in from. And for those of you watching my watch party, because I have a watch party, hello, Dorisa out of Sacramento, California. Hello. And for those of you watching all over, thank you for being here, okay? So it's a couple of things that we're going to do before I even get into this talk. If for those of you who are might be a little bit interested in that opportunity, I'll tell you about it. I used to charge $29.97. That's $2,997 for my public speaking course. I decided to stop doing it as much because, you know, in public speaking, I feel like in order to be successful, it does require that somebody actually hears you talk. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that. So a couple things we're going to be doing. So, okay, I'm about to give away 3 items. Okay, so hold on one sec, because I just did something. Wait, y'all, wait. Do you know what time it is? It's giveaway time! So let's see who's going to win and what you win it. Okay, so first of all, this is one of our brand new necklaces. Some of y'all saying, come on with the opportunity. So this right here, I'm going to talk to you guys about this real quick. You see this? It says Urban CEO. Y'all ignore my nails because my nails look a mess. Everybody's nails look a mess though. So y'all judge me if you want to. Judge me if you want to. You a hater. So we got this beautiful necklace. We got this beautiful Urban CEO oak tree necklace. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in a second. Also, so one person will get this necklace and then 2 other people. So if you are a male and you are a part of the academy, you can gift this to someone. But these 2 beautiful bracelets right here, you see these beautiful bracelets? Well, these were made by my good friend. Matter of fact, hold on one sec, y'all. Hold up. Ew. Luckily, I got pants on. Okay, let me put my bracelets on. Real quick because I actually bought these bracelets from my friend, my girlfriend. Her name is Ebony Knight. Well, she's not a knight anymore. She's married, but that's who we know her from. So Ebony has her own bracelet company, and these stones are beautiful. You see? Look at that. It's got my ankh on here. You know I love my ankhs. And so these are the bracelets that I bought. And I asked if she could also do a donation to give away 2. So I'm going to be giving away one of these necklaces as well as one of these bracelets. It'll be 3 winners. Also, everybody, y'all want to hear what else you're going to get? You want to hear what else you're going to get? Okay, so then I got my good girlfriend. See, I got a lot of friends that are entrepreneurs. Then my girlfriend who made this black rose beauty oil. Her name is Demi Davis Designs. And so you can take this, guys. It's really good for the skin. It's really good for growing your hair, for your scalp. You can put it on your skin too, right? Guess what else we got? Hold up. Yes, honey, we got this body butter. You see this body butter right here? This is my own personal stash. Okay, hold on, let me show you. Hold on, let me get a little bit more so you can see it. It's just like butter, darling. It looks just like butter, okay? And this is called our Love and Money body butter because I put a special oil on here and it's not too greasy. You know, sometimes people be making them body butters, honey. They be real greasy and oily, child. You out here looking like some fried chicken. You're going to get that. On top of that, you're also going to get this beautiful bracelet that says I am an urban CEO because, of course, the Profits Conference is put together by none other than the Urban CEO Network, right? Guess what else you're going to get? Hold on. So one of the persons will actually get this book right here. This is one of my coaches. His name is Marquell Russell. He is also one of the speakers for the Profits Conference. Y'all, let me tell you something. If anybody has ever thought about doing ads, okay? If you've ever thought about doing ads, you got to make sure that you chime into when he's going to be live. What I will do, guys, is I'm going to add a schedule so you guys can see all the different speakers that are going to be tuning in. I'll put that on the website, on the Urban CEO Network website. But I'm giving away, I got one extra copy. I got one for myself. I can't give y'all my personal copy. But when I signed up for his course, they gave me another book. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to just get out of the way. Guess what else I got? Giveaways. We also got this. So now, let me tell you something. When I first came out with this planner, the money planner for authors, right? The money planner for authors, I was going to make it big, but then I decided to make it smaller. So, of course, I had to get some printed out because, I wanted to see what they look like. But, guys, these planners have been sitting here. And I want you to know this is the regular size, but this is the bigger size, right? But they've been sitting here. And, I just don't like to leave real estate just sitting around. You see what I'm saying? So I said, you know what, Taurea, why don't you go ahead and give it away? So I'm going to be giving away one of these as well. So each person is going to get a book, a piece of jewelry, the oil, the body butter, and the Urban CEO bracelet. Now, who is getting this? This is we're still going to be doing our giveaways for everybody who's registered for the Profits Conference. Those are totally different giveaways. But this specific giveaway is going to go to Academy members, okay? So right now, we already have our list of Academy members. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the list and we're going to do the giveaway real quick, okay? And then now you need to be here. All the Academy members, I'm going to give you some instruction of what you need to do to confirm that you are here so that we can make sure that you get your free giveaway, okay? Y'all hear me? So if you are an Academy member, you need to be here live. That's one of the requirements I told the Academy members, right? To be here live. Y'all all should have got an email. So those of you who are part of the Academy, this is a giveaway for you. And we're going to be doing more giveaways as well with the Urban CEO Academy. Let me just kind of show y'all what that looks like too. If you go to urbanceonetwork.com, this is where you can see all the details. Again, Urban CEO is actually the company that has put this incredible Profits Conference together. Of course, our speakers have also contributed to the amazing giveaways where we're giving away all types of stuff from microphones, green screens, cameras, beauty lights, all types of stuff, okay? But if you go here, you can see more details about joining the Urban CEO Academy. Also, as an Academy member, you get added to our CEO database for 100% free, all right? So anyway, so let me go ahead and copy these names. These are our active Academy members as of right now. I'm going to go ahead and do the 3 names really quick, and you need to be here, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all what to do right now. If you are an Academy member, let me go ahead and type this. I know what I'll do. If you are an Academy member, one second. Hold up. Hold up. You need to email, and your name is selected, only if your name is selected. And then we'll get into today's training. By the way, who's interested in learning how to be a 6-figure public speaker? If you are, just go ahead and say, type the money sign, type the money sign. Type the money sign if you're interested in being a 6-figure. I just want to make sure that's a topic that y'all even care about. If y'all don't care, we ain't even got to talk about it tonight. But if you're interested, if we get enough people and you do want to know about making 6 figures as a public speaker, then we'll give you some free training tonight, okay? Okay, so anyway, so this is what you need to email. You need to email if your name is selected. We're going to do this very quickly so that we can go ahead and get into the rest of this training, all right? Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's get our 3 names, all right? Let's go. Hold on, I feel like I need to play some music or something. I mean, we need to turn up. Hey, hold up. Okay, here we go. Name number 1. Name number 1. Hey! All right. Whoever's email is LindaBeGoodEnterprise@gmail.com. Baby, you have won the first one. LindaBeGoodEnterprise@gmail.com. You need to email us ASAP right now, quick, fast, in a hurry. You need to email your mailing address, and we will ship this out to you tomorrow. So that's our first person. Let's get to the next one. Chanel.Spencer@maxevolve.com. Chanel, if this is your email and you are watching this live right now, you need to email info@urbanceonetwork.com right now. Mailing address so you can get your package. How you doing? Next. Director@gmail.com. If that is your email, smartscholarsdirector@gmail.com. If that is your email, You need to email us ASAP, quick, fast, in a hurry, so that you can get your free, incredible gifts. Congratulations to everybody that has won. Again, this is not a part of our giveaways. We still have our regular giveaways that we're doing. For everybody who's registered, you don't need to be an Academy member. You don't need to buy nothing for the giveaway that we're going to be doing at the end of this broadcast. So for those of you who did win, you need to go ahead and send in your email ASAP. That email needs to be sent in by tonight. Okay, by tonight. So if they don't send it, they just ain't gonna get it. We'll just do another raffle and all that good stuff till on next weekend. By the way, let me shout out my good friend Mr. Shay Brown. Today is my January 1st. He is the happy entrepreneur. Hold on. Let me make sure it's even, right? Okay, there we go. We gotta make sure we looking right now. We can't be looking a mess. Let me get it together, y'all. Okay, so today is my January 1st. If you guys know Shay Brown, this is something that he is always talking about. And I'm telling you, some of us right now, we need to reset. Okay, let's reset. In fact, what we mean by today is my January 1st is don't wait until the new year to do something that you should change your life with right now. Every single day is a new day to do something great. Every single day is a new day to be, exceptional and all these great things. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this oak tree, and then we're going to get into talking about public speaking. So for me, if anybody knows, I love oak trees. I love talking about the tree of life. I love them. And the reason why I love them is because of the process that it takes for an oak tree to become an oak tree, okay? And so this is the deal. First of all, when an oak tree is when a seed of an oak tree is planted, we all know that the seed of an oak tree is super, super small. It's a small seed that is, so small compared to the size of it, it would blow you away, right? We're talking about a small little seed that is planted into the ground. Now, the thing about oak trees, guys, is also that a lot of times when you see massive oak trees, they tend to be by themselves. But when they first start growing, what's amazing about the tree is that it takes months before you even see anything come up from the ground. Because when an oak tree is planted, the first thing that it must do is it must grow its roots. Now, the thing about an oak tree's roots is that it grows down deep and it grows down wide. In fact, the roots of an oak tree can be wider than the width of a full-size grown oak tree. So you're talking about something that is designed to stand this test of time. But see, a lot of times, guys, when we're building these businesses, we're building these relationships, we're working on our health and wellness, we're working on climbing the corporate ladder, we plant that seed and we don't see stuff happening right away. Now, this is what's also crazy. So once it finally does come up from the ground, you see it germinate, you see it start to expand. What's crazy about an oak tree is that it can confuse you because it can look like a shrub. See, in its initial growth phases, an oak tree can look just like a shrub. See, shrubs don't never grow beyond their size of just a few feet. And so a lot of times, you might be seeing yourself and you see these other people and you wonder, well, why is it that they seem to be doing great and I feel like I'm just as good? See, this is the deal. Never compare yourselves to shrubs because you are not a shrub. See, what you're building is going to take time. It's not an overnight success. You can take a shrub and take it out the ground and replant it and it'll stay okay. You can't do that with an oak tree because an oak tree's roots, they grow deep and they grow wide. You can't just pull it up out the ground and hope to replant it somewhere else. Are y'all with me? And then after the years and years, an oak tree can actually grow on to live more than 1,000+ years old. It can be hundreds of feet wide. It can be massively huge. And this is why I love oak trees, because one thing about me, y'all, is I don't be focusing on what nobody else is doing. I don't look left. I don't look right. I know what I'm building. And because I know that I'm building an oak tree, I know it's a process. I know it's not overnight. And so I continuously remind myself by wearing oak trees. I remind myself so much about oak trees that I got it tatted on my back. I promise you guys, this is not a sprint. This is not something where you need to try to make it happen overnight. This is going to be a process. But what I love so much about it is that if you stay focused on the end in mind, and that's growing your oak tree, ladies and gentlemen, guess what's going to happen? You're building legacy. See, you think about it. When an oak tree grows to its size, the seeds fall off, they flow over and they grow over. They're building other oak trees. But shrubs don't do that. Shrubs don't do that. So if you believe that you're building an oak tree, If you are here with me and we are going to touch and agree, I want everybody to type, I'm an oak tree. See, this is why I love oak trees, and you always will see me rocking necklaces. You always see me talking about it. In fact, one of the awards that we give with my company, Show Your Success, where we help speakers and coaches to write books to grow their business. One of the awards that we give every year is the Oak Tree Award. Because I understand that many of us guys, we have had some long nights, some tough nights, not knowing how we gonna come, where we coming or going. But you stayed focused. You didn't switch up. You didn't get confused and start trying to do other things. You didn't let golden carrots get dangled in front of you because it looked good for the moment, because you knew you were building an oak tree. All right, so anyway, so that's what's the whole story behind the oak tree. I see we got a lot of oak trees in the museums. Hello, all my oak trees. Hi, oak trees. Hi, oak trees. Hey, oak trees. I see all my oak trees here. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good in the hood? Hello to all of my oak trees. All right, y'all, so let's get into this. We're going to talk about making 6 figures as a public speaker because y'all said y'all wanted it. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to you because you guys asked for it, all right? So let me go ahead and get into this training. Here's the training right here. Y'all should be able to see the screen. But let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. And let me do this quick. Okay, so guys, this training, this is typically a training that I would normally do when I'm doing like a workshop. Literally did not realize that we were not going to have a speaker until about minutes before. So I had to go and kind of find an old presentation that I did that I'm going to show you guys. And then we're going to, there is no, like I wasn't planning to do any kind of offers or anything like that, but I do know that many of you guys are going to want more, and you're going to want more. And so the worst thing that you can do as a speaker is provide somebody with value and not give them an opportunity to get more. And so, I mean, look, I understand that people respect what they pay for. That's why we have, 450 people, almost 500 people that are registered for this, but everybody doesn't show up to the live because this was 100% free conference. That's why we entice you by giving you giveaways. So if you stay until the end of today, you also, and you're registered, you get an opportunity to win something for free. Sometimes I know my people, and I know my people like to show up, but they gonna get a gift to get something for free. So, it ain't nothing wrong with it, but I just understand that people do respect what they pay for, okay? So anyways, with that stated, y'all, we're going to talk about getting to this money. We're going to talk about how we can make 6 figures as a public speaker. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so now who is this presentation for? Okay. Somebody said, I never speak in public. Well, we're going to change that. Okay, let's do this. First of all, this is for someone who is not afraid of hard work. If you're not afraid of hard work, then trust me, you can be successful as a public speaker as well. Also, someone who wants to make at least $10,000 a month in public speaking. So if you're really trying to get to this paper, I promise you, don't go nowhere. This is going to be some really good information. I promise that's going to help you to really identify how you can get to a 6-figure public speaking business. Also, someone that's not afraid to step out and invest into their future and increase their success. So, I believe that, guys, the person that has the success in life is the one who makes investments into themselves. The fact that you're even here, you're making an investment in yourself. So I wouldn't even expect you to be here if I didn't think that this was not for you. Now, who this is not for is someone who is easily distracted. Y'all, you got to stay focused. You've got to stay focused. Listen, I promise you guys, the more that you are able to stay focused on your business, what it is that you offer, your services, you're going to be able to see success. But remember, we're building oak trees here. This is not an overnight situation. Yes, yes. Also, someone who lets their fears handicap them. Let me tell you something. Fear stands for false evidence appearing real. Whatever lies you've been told that caused you to be afraid to speak in public are not your truth. And I want y'all to think about it. Why is it that many of us are afraid to speak in public? Well, if you think about it, depending upon where you come from, if you came from where I come from, just let me know. If y'all had some of the same parents that I did. See, one of the things I remember that my mama used to always tell me is don't speak unless spoken to. I don't know if y'all got a mama that was like that, but that's what she told me, right? I also had people that said, when you see adults talking, you should not talk. See, to me, what that meant is when you see people that are superior to you, you do not speak. This is why we are so intimidated by speaking to people who have had more success, right? And we've also been taught in school, if you want to speak, you got to raise your hand. hand. And then when we finally did get an opportunity, or when we finally did start speaking or asking for the things that we desired, we were told no. In fact, I remember if I wanted something, I used to learn how to be very persistent. I used to know how to be very persistent and consistent. If I wanted some cookies, I would ask my mama for a cookie over and over and over again, to the point where she got so irritated. She said, if you ask me for another cookie, I'm going to give you something to cry about, whatever they say, right? And so when you think about it, guys, a lot of us have been taught certain things that have kept us from being able to speak in public. Maybe you had that one presentation in elementary school and you got up and you shared something and everybody laughed at you. And from that point on, you said, you know what? I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. For me, one of the biggest things that used to happen to me, believe it or not, y'all, is when I remember this, it's like something that has always been ingrained. When I used to be a little girl and I would talk, people would literally ignore me. And I don't know if anybody else can relate, but people would literally ignore me. My friends, everyone. Like, I would say something and people act like they did not hear me speak. And so this is why, even to this day, sometimes I can be kind of reserved and to myself. And I had to learn that the fears that I was allowing to keep within myself that kept me from wanting to speak in public were also keeping me broke. Also, this is not for someone that makes a whole lot of excuses. Y'all, let me tell you something. I'm not an excuse maker. Y'all see what I'm doing today. We had a speaker. He wasn't able to make it, and I still was able to make something happen, because either you make stuff happen or you make excuses. You cannot do both. Period, point blank, end of story. I told y'all that we're going to be live every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 and 7 o'clock. And guess what? It is my responsibility to make it happen. I don't make excuses. I make stuff happen. All right. So who is here today? If you are currently speaking for profits, I want you to type the number 1. Like, if you're already doing talks and you're speaking in front of people and you're making money, I want you to go ahead and say number 1, right? I know they listen to me now. I can't do the look. If you want to speak for profits, I want you to put the number 2. If you want to speak for profits, I want you to put the number 2. If you're not sure, and I told you, I'm just here for lunch. This was a whole lunch presentation. If you're not sure, you're just here because you knew we was going to be live, then put number 3. So number 1, if you're currently speaking, number 2, if you want to, and number 3, if you just here because we giving away something for free. That's fine too. If yes, okay. Don't keep it real. Keep it real. Okay, so today's topics, these are the 3 things we're going to talk about, okay? We're going to talk about, first of all, 4 keys to a successful talk. We're going to talk about 9 things you should do every single time you talk. And we're going to talk about how to get booked, as well as the bonus on how to get to 6 figures. So I'm going to break down these numbers and show you guys how to be able to truly get to 6 figures. I promise you, some of y'all going to walk away with your minds freaking blown. Okay, so let's get into this. First things first, you got to understand the types of speakers that there are in this world, okay? Every speaker does not come the same, but there's 4 different types. First, you have a donor. And 9 times out of 10, most of y'all are saying I currently speak for profits. But my question is, every single time you open your mouth, how much money are you making? Most of us, we actually are donors. I want you to know. Most of us are donors. That means that we do a presentation, and when we're done with our presentation, we make no money, okay? Now, if you've ever heard me say, whenever you open your mouth, you should always be collecting coins or contacts. And that is period, guys. Ain't nobody got time to be donating their speaking time. And I'm going to tell you guys, I don't care if somebody gives me 60 seconds to speak. I'm going to be collecting coins or contacts, okay? Contacts lead to coins. And so most of us, this is when people, they get on stage and they speak. And many of us have done it. Like, let's keep it all the way real. Like, don't be brand new. Don't act real funky over here. I've done it. I've gotten on stages before and spoke for absolutely free. Now, that to me doesn't make no sense. We got to stop doing that, y'all. I don't care if you're brand new in the speaking space. You should learn how to be able to at least collect contacts, okay? Period. All right. The second type of speaker is a motivational speaker, right? The motivator. Now, if you were to look at who is a great idea of a motivational speaker, Les Brown. So I played Les Brown at the beginning of this presentation, and I told you he's one of the best speakers in the world, right? In fact, I'm excited because I'm getting a chance to speak with another speaker. His name is Willie Jolly. Now, at one time, guys, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Willie Jolly, but he's amazing. There one time, people used to be able to get paid a lot of money to be motivational speakers, right? But this is the deal. The unfortunate situation about motivational speaking is that people are not paying like they used to. That's why you even see individuals like Les Brown, who has a coaching program. He pitches, he sells opportunities when he speaks now, okay? Because people are not paying $25,000 to have somebody speak. You know why? Because we have this thing called social media. On social media, you could literally go and find a motivational story of someone just that quick. They don't even have to be a speaker. And then that company can have that person to come out because now they're this big influencer. They've got this amazing story and they don't got to pay them nothing. And so the days of being able to be a paid motivational speaker, y'all, it is not truly something that people are telling that they're doing. Any speaker that I know today, they're making money. Then you have a pitcher. Okay, a pitcher, I like to say I'm a really good pitcher. In fact, I don't know if we have anybody here watching that is in network marketing. Any network marketers here, MLMers, if you're a network marketer or MLMer, direct seller, I want you to just put MLM real quick, MLM. Some of the best people to watch are people who are top income earners in network marketing because they know how to pitch. But even in pitching, you still motivate people. Even in pitching, you still inspire. And remember, at the end of the day, y'all, pitching a business opportunity or pitching a product or pitching a service is not a bad thing. To me, I can't understand for the life of me how people get disappointed when they go hear some value and then the person wants to be valued for your value. People respect what they pay for, period. And so there's nothing wrong with being a pitcher, okay? So I want y'all to get that out your head, all right? And then the next type of speaker is a mover, right? A mover is also someone that knows how to pitch. By the way, a great example of a pitcher would be like Lisa Nichols. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her. She's not in network marketing, but if you've ever seen her speak, 99.9% of the time when Lisa Nichols is speaking, she makes an offer for something. And she's amazing at it, okay? And people are inspired and motivated and their lives are changed when they work with her. Now, a mover is also going to be a pitcher, but at the same time, they do some kind of transformation. Generally, when you're doing something that's like a moving situation, it's when you're doing like an extended conference, like a 3-day event. So you're doing some mindset, you're also doing some actionable steps, but you still may even make an offer, okay? And so these are the 4 different types of speakers, guys. And a person that I see as a mover, Lisa Nichols does events like that too, but also somebody like an Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins, right? If you've ever been to one of his conferences, even his introductory conference, which by the way, I paid $1,000 to go to his conference, okay? Now he's got other seats. I don't know what those seats were, but I know I wanted to pay as much as I possibly could to be as close as I possibly could, as well as to be around people who had coin. Because listen, I don't like I like to go to conferences and be around people that's going to stretch me, right? So that's another conversation, but you pay $1,000 and you're still going to learn information. You're going to be transformed and he's still going to make an offer for something else. Now, just to tell you a little bit about myself, again, my name is Taurea. It is pronounced like Maria with the T. Y'all be jacking my name up, but I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know today, my name is Taurea. Like Maria, Taurea. Taurea Vision Avant. You know I love y'all though, right? But I teach public speakers and coaches how to write books to grow their business. Now, over the years, I've had several different products and services, as you can see, but my primary program right now is teaching authorpreneurship. I also have a higher ticket program where I teach you all about building that coaching business, public speaking, hosting events, etc. That is a $24,000 program though, okay? And like I say, I want to be able to teach you how to take the things that you know how to do in life and turn it into multiple streams by leveraging your books and of course, starting a coaching business. A little bit about myself. I'm from Hampton, Virginia, born and raised, went to Hampton University. My father was from Conway, South Carolina. My mom was born in New York, moved to Delaware, and a great upbringing. I'm gonna just tell you, for the most part. Unfortunately, at 11 years old, my mom did pass away due to cirrhosis of the liver. I do have a lot of stories that I can share about that, but anybody that knows what I'm talking about, you know what a kind of life is like that. And while I say great upbringing, I mean it because my mom was just an amazing woman, and my father was an amazing person as well. My father passed away when I was, unfortunately, when I was 26 years old due to stage 4 lung cancer, and that's when I decided to move to Atlanta, Georgia to start my business. Now, by the way, I want y'all to know, before I moved to Atlanta, Georgia to start my business, by then I had tried all types of stuff, okay? So I've tried it all. So anybody here that is a professional tripreneur like me, Don't worry about it. I've been there. I was selling knives, vacuum cleaners, door-to-door sales, insurance. I was in a travel business. I'll never forget it. It's like yesterday. I feel like it was like yesterday. I went to this conference in Vegas for this travel company I was in. I don't even remember the name of the company, okay? All I remember is somebody got on the stage and he said, it's a whole lot of work, but you're not going to make a lot of money. I said, what? I said, well, shoot, I already do that right now. I said, let me get the hell up out of here. And so I left. I was like, I'm not going to sit up in this conference after this man told me I'm about to work hard and make money. We already make no money. We already do that now on my job. So, I mean, I've tried it all, y'all, but it wasn't until I moved to Atlanta, I decided I was going to stop quitting stuff, okay? Because that's what I also did. I was really good at starting something and quitting it, which a lot of people do. They start something, next thing you know, 3 months down the line, they selling something else. Another 3 months, they selling something else. That was me. And I decided I wanted to stop doing that, y'all. I wanted to be able to stick with something and stay with something. Well, when I first started the business, I want y'all to understand, I started this business doing multimedia. I had a local TV show back in Virginia. A lot of y'all don't know that. It used to be called the Circuit TV. Okay. And so I wanted to grow it to Georgia, but it didn't do well. So I ended up getting into Artists International. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Artists, but we used to sell this product called the Body Magic. Anybody know about the Body Magic? In that company, I became a diamond president, and I was able to earn over 6 figures in that company. But I started investing into myself. I had hired a coach by his name is Myron Golden. He was my very first coach I ever invested in, $10,000 program. He taught me how to really be able to get good at pitching, as well as how to write my very first public domain book. And so I had invested in that. And then I realized that I wanted to kind of expand and go to another level. So I ended up joining another company called Organo Gold. That's where I became also a diamond consultant there, built a multiple 6-figure in income business. We did millions of dollars in sales. However, I fell into a deep depression, y'all. So what happened around 2011, 12, I don't know, y'all. It just went by so quickly. I fell into depression. If you've never seen this video, if you go Google Taurea Avant Depression, you can hear about it. At what seemed like on the outside in, I had everything going for myself. I was making a tremendous amount of income. I had the dream car. I was staying on the 32nd floor of the in Atlanta at the Atlantic, and I had left there from a townhome that I bought in Buckhead, Atlanta, a $300,000 home that I bought. So, and I just wanted to live in a high rise. Like, that's the kind of life I was like, I just want to live in a high rise. So I moved to the high rise, still had had a mortgage still and was paying rent. And I was just like, from the outside in, it looked like it was great, but I didn't like what I was doing. And this is why I always tell people, and this is why I say I definitely can relate to, for me, if you don't learn how to assign your money to the things that move you, and you assign your money to things that people tell you should move you, you're not going to be happy. And so I allowed myself to fall into this situation of buying up stuff to prove to people that I was successful, and I was hating it. At the same time, I lost a good friend of mine to breast cancer. My grandma fell sick, and eventually, unfortunately, she became an angel of mine. I also, my heart was broken by a guy that I thought was going to be my husband. Kind of find out a whole lot of other women thought they was going to be his wife too. And it just was a hot damn mess. And so I started asking God, what can I do? It's time for me to move forward. I need to find something else. And honestly, y'all, I wanted to do something for me. I didn't want to transition to another company. And so the great thing about this is through all that time, though, I had consistently been investing in myself. So I was investing in coaching and speaking courses and conferences. I mean, software, all types of stuff. And I know that this is what really kind of prepared me for really where I am today, because being in network marketing taught me so much about leadership and moving forward and taking action, and then also investing in myself into coaching. Some of us, we don't never want to invest into ourselves in coaching, but people taking $1,200 checks and buying TVs and wondering why we're ending right back where we are. I wanted to be around people, or I wanted to invest into things that were going to make me better than who I was. And so That's what helped me, y'all. And I'm being very honest here. So I started doing the Show Your Success workshops and traveling all across the country, teaching people how to write books. I started this back in 2014. Now fast forward to 2020, I'm still doing the same thing. I have not wavered. I have not changed. I haven't looked left and looked right. I'm building an oak tree. If you're still building an oak tree, I want you to say, I'm an oak tree. I'm an oak tree. I'm an oak tree, because that's what it takes, y'all. It's a grind. It's not easy, okay? Period. Then I was able to be blessed to be on some media platforms, CBS, Fox, NBC. As you can see, the top picture, that's myself and Angie Sims. We were talking about a conference we were doing in Charlotte, North Carolina. Also down at the bottom, that's Stevie, Aisha Mills, and myself. We were talking about the workshop we were doing in Greensboro, talking about doing book writing and public speaking and all these different things, y'all, like out here killing it in these streets. It was not a game. Here's Dr. Jasmine Zapata. If you've never heard of her, guys, you should look her up. She was our 2017 or 18 author of the year. For anybody that says that they're too busy to be successful, let me tell you about her. This is why when people try to tell me stuff, I say, you don't know who I'm with. I'm building oak trees, and the people that's with me building oak trees. She is a mom of 3. Is it 3 or 4? 3. She's a mom of 3. She had a newborn at the time. In 2018. She is also a wife. She is also a full-time pediatrician. She also serves at her church, and she also has a movement, Beyond Beautiful. She got this book. She wrote it, and it had it translated into Swahili, had it translated into Korean. She's been on the Today Show. She's been on every single major platform, traveling. Now she's helping other people write books, and she's one of our incredible testimonies. She talks about how she got her first paid speaking gig by following our training. And I'll never forget it, because she used to speak for free too. She was a donor. Everybody would have her come speak, and she never got paid. She got her first $2,500 speaking gig by just following our system. Here is Elisa Mitchell. Many of you guys know Elisa. Elisa was able to leverage her books. See, I teach everybody to have books and leverage their books. So she talks about how she was in a room of 20 women, and in less than 15 minutes, she did $200 in sales. See, I don't care what it is that you sell, and anytime you open your mouth, if you make an offer, you should always make an offer. But if you make an offer, you should be collecting coins and or contacts, okay? Now, what do all of these people have in common, right? If you look at this, we have Les Brown, John C. Maxwell, Tony Robbins, Lisa Nichols. All of them have million-dollar businesses by utilizing their mouth. They're not geniuses. In fact, if you ever hear about Les Brown, he talks about how he was, what did he say? I don't even know the word. Y'all just got to look up his story, right? Because they used to always say that he would never be nothing in life. Never became a multimillionaire using his voice. John C. Maxwell, you also know he's an author. All of these people are authors too of more than one books. John C. Maxwell talks about leadership. That's his thing. He done created a whole leadership speaking membership. Some of y'all done signed up for it. $5,000+ y'all have invested, right, to be into this. It might be $7,500. I don't know what it is, but these are all million-dollar speakers using their mouths to build major empires and impacting other people's lives. You can do the same thing. Guys, public speaking, and this is why a lot of times people are afraid to speak in public. Listen, granted, I already know somebody laughed at you when you were young because they laughed at me. I already know people told you to shut up. They told me to shut up. I already know people told you that you'll never be nothing. Who do you think you are? All the things they told you. But the truth is, if you want to learn how to be good at public speaking, it's nothing more than just being prepared. And I promise you it can be extremely lucrative. Another thing, y'all, if y'all notice, whoever's been following me for a while, you know I make up words. It's not about being perfect. Some of us think that we need to be so intellectual. We need to be able to use big words. 9 times out of 10, most people don't even understand what the hell people be saying when they use them big words. It's not about big words. It's about being yourself. It's about talking in your dialect. I don't change up the way I talk no matter who I'm talking in front of. And guess what? I'm able to attract all types of people from all nationalities of all different ages because I am myself. And I also believe that you can never run off somebody who is already assigned to you. So 4 keys to a successful talk. Number 1, you've got to know what is your goal. When you open your mouth, thank you, Vernay. When you open your mouth, what is the goal? Because a lot of us, we open our mouths and we don't have no goal. If you go to a networking event and you introduce yourself at a networking event, hopefully your goal is to identify who there is your target audience, right? So with that, when you open your mouth, you should have a goal of collecting new leads. Stop opening your mouth without having a specific reason to open your mouth. This is why I always say, extroverts, I love my extroverts. How you doing? But a lot of times as an extroverts just love to talk. They love to be around. They love to connect. But introverts are very selective with the words that they use. I want you to start thinking about that. Every single time you open your mouth in front of an audience, what is the ultimate goal? And it should always be to collect coins and contacts, okay? Coins and or contacts. And we're going to teach you that. Also, you need to outline your talk, okay? Very important that you know what you're going to talk about. Don't just be random with it. Look, every talk has 3 parts to it. It has an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Your body is the sides. You know what I'm saying? Like your gravy and all that stuff. That's what your body is. But the intro is how you set the tone, and the conclusion is where you make your offer. Now, in every situation, you're not going to always make an offer for financial gain, but you may make an offer for collecting contact information. And depending upon how you follow up, because we all know the fortune is in the what? The follow-up, you're going to be able to turn those contacts into customers. Let me tell you something, y'all. Y'all got to stop being afraid to sell, because selling is a benefit for everyone. The person who buys, they benefit. The person who sells, they benefit. A lot of us we just don't want, I don't want to really get it. And because I used to be the same way, because I used to sell stuff that I felt like I was trying to have to convince people. When you get into doing something that you've been called to do, you ain't got to convince nobody, okay? So your talk should have 3 parts: your intro, your body, and your conclusion. Remember, you should always be selling something. Whether you're selling, sign up for this list. Whether you selling, download this free ebook, right? Always sell something. Whenever you tell somebody to go to a capture page or download something, that's still selling, because they gave you something in exchange for something. They gave you their contact information in exchange for your free download. Everybody that's registered for the Profits Conference, you registered for the Profits Conference, not in exchange of just getting the information, because granted, we're broadcasting everywhere, but registering qualifies you to also be a part of the giveaways, right? So you exchange something in exchange for value. Always be selling something, whether it's free or it costs. And again, y'all see the technical error, just ignore it. Coins and contacts. Coins and contacts. You should always be collecting coins and or contacts whenever you speak. I don't care if you only get 30 seconds to speak in front of people. You need to be able to decipher a way to collect contact information, okay? Does that make sense? All right, so 9 things you should do every time you talk. Always offer value. Always make sure that when people listen to you, they walk away with something, even if it's 30 seconds. You know how you can offer value in 30 seconds? Give a statistic. Give something. Right? Let's just say, for example, I don't know what you all do, but everybody does different things, right? And I don't care if you sell a product or a service, you should know how to talk about it. You should know how to sell it, okay? You should. So let's just say, okay, I got this speaker right here, this Bluetooth speaker right here. Let's just say, for example, this Bluetooth speaker, this is what I sell, electronics, right? Okay, I could say something like, did you know that 9 out of 10 people, when a survey was done, 9 out of 10 people love to hear music while they're walking around the house. Okay, while they're walking around the house. That's why the need of a portable speaker is important. So you see what I'm saying? I just gave you a statistic. I don't know if the statistic is real. I don't know. If you're in the music industry, you need to know your own statistics. I'm just making up. But you need to offer some kind of value, okay? Number 2, give away something. So give away something if you can. Whenever I do a 30-second talk, 9 times out of 10, well, it's 10 times out of 10, I'm going to give away something for free. But even if I'm doing a regular talk where I can make a financial offer at the beginning, I'm still going to give away something. For example, when I did the training that I did with you guys the other day, now you all are registered, so it doesn't matter, right? But typically, let's just say I was doing the training like I did the other day, and I said, hey, everybody's going to get this PowerPoint PDF. Normally, what I would do is I would make you have to register for the PowerPoint, but most of you guys are registered, right? So that's how you can give something in exchange. So at the beginning of your talk, now you don't want to offer it at the same time that you make your financial offer. You do it at the beginning. So I would say, how many of you guys would love to be able to get a copy of this PowerPoint because you know it's going to be good? Raise your hand. Awesome. Well, look, this is what I want you to do. And I'm going to tell you what to do so you can get the free PowerPoint. So I'm going to give something away. Engage with your audience, right? So I know right now, let me see how many people we've got watching, right? Let me do something real quick. Do I still got them notes on the screen? Let me see. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, so we probably have, it says 50 right here, and I know it's probably going to alternate because we're on different platforms. So right now, we probably have anywhere between, so we got about 50, 49. So we have about 100 people right now that are watching this, right? And then we'll have several other 100 people that are going to watch this afterwards. But for those of you who are watching, do me a favor. I want everybody to type in what city and state you guys are watching from. What city and state? Everybody type this in right now. What city and state you guys are watching in from? Or if you're watching it from another country, put your country right here. I want you to go ahead and tell me what city and state you guys are chiming in from. I'm going to show you how to engage, okay? Also, identify qualified prospects. I've already done that with a lot of you. How do I identify my qualified prospects? I said, if you are already speaking for profits, put number 2. If you want to speak for profits, if you're already speaking for profits, put number 1. If you want to speak for profits, put number 2. So let me show you how you engage. So this is one of the things that we do to engage. Right now, unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't put the name if you're commenting on a group. So I can say Houston, Texas is in the house. Summit, New Jersey, Atlanta, Georgia, Roanoke, Virginia, Jacksonville. Some of y'all get on these live broadcasts and y'all forget that it's people watching. You got to engage with these folks. Palm Beach, Acworth, Dallas, Detroit. That's how y'all say Detroit, right? I know. Akron, Ohio, Sacramento, Hempstead, New York, Aurora, Milwaukee, New York, Stonecrest, Buffalo, Hempstead. Y'all popping in these streets. Shreveport, it's in the house, right? So we're lit, right? It's people from all over. This is how I engage with my audience. I make sure even when I'm speaking, hey, how many of you guys are here for success? Raise your hand. You got to engage with people. If you want to be a good speaker, learn how to talk to people. This is why I always tell people, if you are broadcasting live and you're not used to it, just get on your phone every now and then and just get up there and start talking to people and engage. Learn how to engage with people. And then identifying qualified prospects. Every single one of you guys that are commenting, you're also letting me know that you're qualified, because you know it's people right now that are just watching and ain't commenting. They just sitting here staring at me. I know I look good. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Right? They not gonna never comment. They not qualified. But the ones who comment are qualified. When you're speaking in front of people, pay attention to the energy of people. The people that are sitting up in their seats, the people that are taking notes. That's who you talk to. Don't talk to people that look like they're ready to go. Don't do that. Identify who your qualified prospects are. Make your audience feel good. So one of the cool things that I love about this live broadcast tool that I'm using, and several of them have it, is I can put your comments on the screen. That makes people feel good. I'm going to be honest. I love when people acknowledge me. I love when people make me feel good. But another way that you make people feel good, for example, let's say, I know some of you guys know people that are in the credit business, right? Credit and money are some very sensitive topics, right? So let me give you an example of how you never want to ask your audience and make them feel bad. You never want to ask, for example, like, you should never ask people a question like, how many of y'all in here got a credit score below 500 or 600? Raise your hand. Ain't nobody finna raise their hand, even if they do. I don't know these people. I'm not finna tell these people my business. No, that didn't make me feel good, right? And so that's not a question that you want to ask. Instead, what you want to do as a speaker, you want to make people feel great. So you could say, how many of us would love to be able to increase your credit score at least another 20 to 40 points? Raise your hand. So everybody raises their hands. Now we're all together, because who don't want to increase their credit score 20 to 40 points, right? Unless they got an 800 credit score, everybody should, right? So anyway, so these are things you want to always do. Make sure you make people feel good. Another tip on how to make people feel good, let's say you're asking people questions, right? So I could be like, y'all, so what's 1 plus 1? Everybody, what is 1 plus 1? Tell me what 1 plus 1 is. And then let's just say Janice says, 1 plus 1 is 2. I say no. And then let's just say that Tashika, she says 1 plus 1 is 3. I say no. And then so you see, I'm telling everybody no. And then Charlisa says 1 plus 1 is 11. I say no. And so you tell everybody no, right? And until you get the right answer. That's not making people feel good, right? The way that you make people feel good is if they're answering, acknowledge and like, okay, that's good. Just keep going. So if you're looking for the right answer and you're not getting it, never tell people no. You say, okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, what's the first book in the Bible? Okay, that works. That works too. Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay. But all of those are great answers, but the real official answer is also going to be Genesis, right? So you don't want to make people feel bad. You want to encourage people to participate, because I promise you this, the ones who participate the most are the ones who are going to be ready to invest, because people love to feel good. They want to feel great, okay? So never make people feel bad when you turning them down or you telling them, when they trying to participate. Be relatable. That's another thing, okay? Be relatable. If you know you speaking to a whole lot of kids, you don't need to be going up in there with no three-piece suits. In fact, I always tell people, like, people that say I want to speak to kids and empower kids, I'm like, okay, so how many J's you got? You got some J's? They're like, no, I ain't got no J's. You ain't got no J's? That's the number one sneaker for kids. You need to have a pair of Jordans. Hard bottoms is not going to be relatable to kids. They don't want to see that. If you're speaking, let's say you want to talk to people who are earning a certain kind of income. Well, you need to make sure that you're looking like you're earning a certain kind of income too. You got to make sure that whatever your audience is that you're speaking to, you are relatable. Now, I'm not saying that if, and this is another great example. I'm not saying that if you're talking to people about making 7 figures, that you go in there and you need to have suited and booted. But people that make 7 figures, they know when you're wearing a watch that costs multiple 5 figures. They see it. So you got to be relatable, right? What do they always say? You can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. Well, that goes true in every area, but also you got to make sure that when you're talking to people, they can relate to you. Why do I dress the way that I dress? Because I know who my audience is. I know who's comfortable with me. I know who I'm connecting to. So it's very important. Is this good, guys? If this is good, I want everybody to say this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. I got to make sure y'all still with me, okay? Well, make sure y'all still with me. Go ahead and type this is good. If any of these are good to you, please make sure that you're commenting. Let me know that you are engaged here, okay? Because we're trying to get you to this paper. Also, if you can, provide visuals, right? So let's just say you're in a company where you do weight loss stuff. You need to make sure that you're showing before and after so people can see where they're going. If you're doing skin, show before and afters and things like that. You want people to see some kind of visuals of what you offer. I know Zainab does cleaning. Let's say that Zainab wants to talk about proper cleaning materials and things like that. She should show visuals of the stuff that she's talking about, because you have some people who are visual learners. They need to see it in order to believe it, okay? So if you're doing anything that's more than 30 minutes, try to provide some kind of visuals. Yes, PowerPoints. If I can't do a PowerPoint, I'll probably throw stuff up every now and then. If I'm talking about books and I can't do a PowerPoint, y'all gonna always see me probably have a book in my eyes. So it disconnected. Hopefully it just came back on. I don't know. Let me see. That's so disrespectful. The internet just disconnected like that. That's so whack. Ooh. Let's see here. It sure did just disconnect. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. It just disconnected, y'all. So, oh Lord. I don't even know why that happened. So let me try to see if I can contact everybody real quick and let them know it disconnected and we are busy back. All right, as y'all come on in, do me a favor while I'm bringing everybody back in. I'm just going to send a quick little email to everyone to let them know that it disconnected. I'm going to play some tunes. Just go ahead and introduce yourself, and I'm going to play this song real quick and just send them a quick email. Hey. If you are back on live, just let me know that you can hear me clearly. Sorry about the disconnect. Y'all can hear me. If you are here, let me know. Y'all back? Okay, y'all back in the building? Okay. All right. Okay, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and get back into this. Sorry for the disconnect. I know a lot of people trying to get back in. Sorry about that. I have no idea why I disconnected. It just disconnected and talking about, do you want to reconnect? So disrespectful. That's okay. Glad y'all made it back. You guys are superstars. You are winners in my eyes. All right, let's go back to this training. Okay, so also making it easy for people to contact you, right? So I talked about this. You want to have a radio-ready domain. So a lot of you guys, y'all understand what a radio-ready domain is, right? If you got a radio-ready domain, based on my training, I want y'all to go ahead and type your domains right now. Type your domains in. What is your radio-ready domain? So my radio-ready domain is abookin30days.com. That's mine. Abookin30days.com. So if I'm on the radio and somebody's like, how can they get in touch with you? Abookin30days.com. If I'm on the news real quick with that 3-minute segment and they say, how can we contact you? Abookin30days.com. Also, another thing is I like to have all my social media be the same. I like all my social media to be the same. All my social media is Vision Avant. But you know what I've also found recently, guys? I don't even give out my social media no more. If somebody is like, how can they get in touch with you? It's abookin30days.com. Okay, do you have some social media? Yeah, you can get it when you go to abookin30days.com. I don't want to try to give people all these different ways to touch bases with me. Because what happens is you confuse your audience. And where an audience is confused, guess what they do? Nothing. So yes, okay, I see you. So Spark the Idea 365, Deborah, that's hers. Okay, yes, it takes a village.com. Yes. howtorisehigher.com. Yes. firefear2.com. Yes. I'm ready to grind. Girl, you got that domain. I'm ready to grind. Y'all got some good ones. howtogetcollegemoney.com. Somebody follow that instructions. Yes. cultivateyourItFactor.com. These are radio-ready domains, and I'll make it easy. I promise you guys, I don't be trying to get nobody no other contact. How can we touch bases with you? Abookin30days.com. What's your Instagram? Abookin30days.com. Do you got you got a Facebook? Yes. If you go to abookin30days.com, you'll be able to get all of that. Because what do I want them to do? I actually want them to subscribe and get my free information, okay? Your name of the game should be collecting coins and contacts. Period, point blank in the story. I don't get nobody nothing. What's your phone number? If you go to abookin30days.com, it'll give you the details. Oh, let's schedule a call. No problem. Go to abookin30days.com, watch the free training, and then if you want to schedule a call, we can get on the phone. Okay? Make it easy, y'all. Keep it super simple. Stop overcomplicating this process. And by the way, when they go to abookin30days.com, guess what they can do? One thing only. Let me show you what it looks like. It ain't a website. It's not a website where they can click on About Me and go to home and do all these different things. This is it. Only thing they can do is submit their email to get access to my free training. That's it. And once they get access, then guess what happens? Then they can then they can schedule a call with me. Once they schedule a call, they get added to my database. I now get their phone number, their email, everything, their names, and now they're going to get emails from me. They're going to get details from me. They're being added, okay? This process works, y'all. In the past couple days, I've had more than 150 people go to this page, subscribe, and schedule calls with me, okay? I don't give nobody my phone number. I don't now. If you are it also depends. Because I'm in the coaching business, I don't give people my phone number. Because if you give somebody your phone number that you're coaching, unfortunately, everybody doesn't have the same type of maturity to be able to separate the two. When people have your phone number, they connect it to having a personal relationship with you. This is something I've learned through experience. Now, if I provide a service, even if you provide a service, guys, think about it. You can't get the CEO of Applebee's phone number. You can't get their phone number. You can get the number to the building. So you got to start treating your businesses like big businesses, okay? So anyway, so that's what you want to do. Make it easy for people to contact you. And like I said, and you're going to hear me say over and over and over and over and over and over, collect coins and contacts. Y'all should always be collecting coins and or contacts. Whatever you open your mouth, guys, the goal is to increase your business. I don't care if it's 30 seconds, okay? I don't care if you're introducing yourself. You need to be collecting coins and contacts. So let's talk about how to get booked. So the first thing is look for events. You got to become an event scalper, okay? Find events. You can go to Eventbrite, Meetup, Google, search, see what's going on. For those of you who had the opportunity to take advantage of this, today, I promise you, I don't know if she's on right now, but Annette, who spoke earlier, who was amazing, she did invest into this opportunity like all of our speakers because I work with partners. I'm telling you guys, people that do events with me, they're my partners. And when you're a partner, partners make equal investments, period. So when y'all be talking all that craziness, talking about you wouldn't pay to speak, that's stupid because she just walked away with guaranteed at least 40 new qualified leads from today. It might be more than that. She told me I got about 40 messages, Taurea. That doesn't even include all the people that she's going to be able to get in contact with who didn't show up. And so for me, I've invested before to be a speaker. I've partnered with other people, but you're going to look for events. Now you're going to look for some events. Some events are just looking to have speakers. What I used to do is I would go on Eventbrite and see other events that are probably catered towards my speakers, right? Or towards the people that I could serve, right? So what I would do is I would find those events and then I would reach out to the organizer. Before asking, can I be a speaker? What I would do, guys, is I would ask, do they have sponsorship opportunities? Sponsorship opportunities and or volunteering opportunities. Because if this is going to be an event that I know it's going to be easy 100, 200 people, if I could be a sponsor and sponsor speaker to help invest, then it's worth it, right? If I can speak in front of 200 new people, even 100 people, if 10% of the 100 people became my clients, my price point, let's just say your price point, I'll put it at the lowest. When I did my first workshop, I sold my program for $497. Now, anybody that is in my coaching mastermind, you know I don't even tell you to sell nothing for $497. We start at $697. But even if I invested $500 to speak at this event, I closed 10% of the audience. That's 10 new people paying $497. I just made $4,900 minus the $500. I walked away with over $4,400. Who ain't doing that over and over again? Shoot, I'll do it every single day if I can. So you look for events, you reach out to the host, you find out, hey, do you have sponsorship opportunities? Can I be a sponsored speaker? And you may find that some of them don't even want you to pay. They just want you to come speak. But the key is separating yourself from everybody else. Don't just be like every other speaker, think that people are supposed to pay them to come speak. Y'all, you make more money at the back of the room. You make more money when you understand that what you have should be valued and everybody should pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Eventbrite, Meetup.com, Google, you can find these events. You can also create your own events. So one thing about me, and I'll never forget it, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. So I was a little bitter. I was a little bitter Betty, okay? I had a friend who was doing an event. A friend was doing an event, and they were coming to Atlanta. Now, I have been in Atlanta now for over, close to 10 years. So, of course, I built up a little bit of influence with the community. And so they were doing an event in Atlanta, and I was wondering why they didn't invite me to be a speaker. So, I nerved it up a little bit to finally ask, so why y'all didn't invite me to speak? I could come speak for y'all and, get some people to come pull up. My friend told me I was not ready. When I tell you on everything I love, y'all, when my friend told me I was not ready, mind you, I had already built 2 six-figure businesses in network marketing. To be a 6-figure earner in network marketing, you got to know how to speak. My friend told me, at the time I thought this was my friend, they told me I was not ready. I went to the event, they had 5 people there. That's another little piece of shade that I just wanted to throw out. But what I learned from that day is, Taurea, you got to stop waiting on people to tell you that you're great. You don't need to wait for nobody else's event. Do your own. That's when I decided to start doing Show Your Success workshops. And I traveled. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I didn't even know. I still am learning a lot of people that do the events and stuff. Even in Atlanta, Marquell Russell, people were like, they've been following Marquell for 5 years. I just met Marquell last year. I ain't know him. He been out here killing in these streets for years. I did not know these people because for so long, I said, ain't nobody ever gonna tell me I'm not good enough to be on their damn stage. I'm gonna build my own stage. And that's what I did. Now I've learned though, I built a 6-figure coaching business, a 6-figure speaking business, okay? And then I realized that, okay, now Taurea, there's only so much that you can do. You got to build collaborations. You got to build relationships. So if that means I got to make an investment to get on your stage, I'm going to do it. If it means that I need to bring people to the table, I'm going to do it. I built my own table. I didn't wait for nobody. And then I decided once I got that paper, I'm going to invest and help build other people's tables because I bring tables to tables. How you doing? And then you're going to reach out to those event hosts like I told you. Reach out to them. If you got a book, they have 5 people. That's my hate. That's my little shade. 5 people talking about I'm not ready. You damn right I'm not ready. I would have been pissed off. I would have walked up in here with these 5. Well, see, if I was inviting, I would have had more people there. But anyways, let me. Lord, he working on me. Jesus is working on me. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so anyway, so another thing you can do is you can reach out to the event host. For those of you who are authors, all of my authors, so these are some techniques I teach my authors. So I have my book, A 6-Figure Vision. You might not want to financially make an investment. Maybe you don't have it. Let's just be real. You ain't got $500, but you got, money. You got books, right? You got books, or you can buy books. The books don't cost you $500, right? So to get $500 in books, it's not going to cost you that much. But what you do is you say, look, I want to sponsor the event. This is what I would like to do in exchange, though. I know you got, 200 people that's going to be there. I want to sell the books. And for the first $500 in books that I sell, I will give you that money straight up. A lot of people, authors are not doing that. See, because this is the thing. Authors focus on trying to make books sell money. If you only focus on selling books, that's no money. I'm looking at it as if you learn to leverage your book the right way, sweetie, if you can sell 20 books to an audience, if 10 of those people that bought your books became investors to your next program, you just made a killing. So we got to learn how to build multiple streams of income with our book, okay? So number one key to remember, when speaking to people, hold on. Let me see it. I can't see this whole thing. Got to move this out of the way. When speaking, people want to get a result, okay? People want to get a result or be offered a result. I want y'all to know this. People be waiting to spend money. I went to this one event and this girl, she did her thing. Now, she ain't had no book, stupid, right? I'm not calling her stupid. I was just saying it was stupid not to have a book. I won't call her stupid. I don't call nobody stupid. I don't call people names. But it was stupid not to have a book. You know why? Because she was so great. People were like just lingering around waiting for an offer. So she didn't have an offer either. Because some of us, we're working on figuring out what that offer is going to be, but at least she can have a book. And I was like, dang, she lost stupid money. That's what I was saying on mine. Because then we had another speaker who, by the way, he was 30 minutes late. 30 minutes late. So he was supposed to speak for a whole hour. He only spoke for 30 minutes. But guess what he had? He had books to sell, and he had multiple books to sell. He sold out. He made hundreds of dollars. And if he had a coaching program, he would have sold a couple of them too, right? And so remember, people are always looking for a result, or they want to be offered a result. Trust me when I tell you this, okay? I've been doing this for a long time. You should always be collecting coins and or contacts. How many times I say this? Every single time you open your mouth, ladies and gentlemen, you should be walking away with some coins and or contacts, okay? So when you make that ready domain, the purpose is for it to go to a capture page where you are collecting contacts. Once they go into your list, you should also be creating a series of emails so you can be collecting what? Coins, because that's what we are all in business to do. Never devalue your value. Never. Ladies and gentlemen, period, end of story. I will never change this. Nobody can ever throw me off from believing this. People respect what they pay for. Period. So if people respect what they pay for, then you need to be valuing yourself. Stop lowering your prices. Stop giving away your time. Nobody can get on the phone and get a free coaching call from me. It's negative. A discovery session is not a coaching call. When somebody gets a discovery session with me and they try to ask me questions for strategy, I say it's $197 per hour if you want some strategy. And many of us, this is what we do. We just keep on giving away our value, not realizing. And then you get mad, because I did. I gave away, I remember when I first got started in my coaching program, I had gave it away to some people because I wanted them to enroll and do it and then be able to use them as testimonials. Only person It was one person. I'm not gonna say her name. If she's watching and she want to shout it out. It was one person who I gave access to for this program that actually took the information. But I gave this to over 20 people, and none of them did anything because people respect what they pay for. And so you got to put a value on what it is that you have. Now, let me ask you guys a question. For those of you who are still here, are you enjoying this training so far? If you're enjoying this training, I want you to go ahead and type a number 1. Type a number 1, type a number 1, type a number 1 if you guys are enjoying this training. I want to see if you guys are enjoying this training. We got a lot of people here. Still got about to get 60 people. Y'all came right back. This must have been good. Shoot. Must have been real good. If y'all enjoying this training, go ahead and type number 1. Type number 1. Okay, we got Liv. All right, we got some ones and his ounds. Oh, Jesus, it just went real fast. Went real fast. Tammy. Renee, Tracy, Pippa, Kathy, Constance. Okay. Charlisa, y'all enjoying this? Good. Kathy. Over here on my watch party, Alexis, Tashika, Tammy. All right. New Vision. I got some multiple ones. That's what I'm talking about. Drop them ones, drop them ones, drop them ones. It's all about getting to that paper, right? Okay, it's all about, okay, y'all dropping them ones. I see you. Look, if it's one thing I know how to do, y'all, I'm going to tell you, I am naturally an introvert. And I know a lot of people have a hard time believing that. I am very to myself. In fact, I can be quite socially awkward, which a lot of times, like, that's why I just don't say a whole lot until I take the stage and I kill it. But even once I get off the stage, I get right back to myself. I'm not the biggest social butterfly. In fact, for me to have to do this, it takes a lot of energy for me, but I love it. I love helping people to get results. So even a person like me that's a techie, I went to school for computer science. I used to want to sit in a cubicle and nobody talk to me. Like, that's how bad I was. I was so bad that when I would come into work, I would literally have my headphones on so nobody could speak to me. I even to this day, when I go to the gym, I don't want nobody to talk to me. I wear headphones. I will do stuff purposefully to avoid contacting and speaking to people because my personality can be a little withdrawn. So I want y'all to know, even with me, the only way that I've ever been able to do this and build a 6-figure income using my voice is because I practiced. I kept doing it. I kept doing it over and over. And I'm going to tell you, it's been some times where I done said the wrong stuff out my mouth. It's been some times where I done made up a word or two. It's been some times where people come up and they criticize and stuff like that. But it's very far and few between that anybody ever tells me that was not assigned to me. I've never really had nobody that's not assigned to me tell me that what I said did not impact them, even if I ain't know what the heck I was talking about. The great thing about when you're presenting your information that you know about, don't nobody know it like you know it, right? So even if you messed up, they don't know you messed up. Let's get over it, right? So anyways, guys, I want you to understand it's so important that if you want to be great at speaking, the number one thing you got to start doing is you got to start speaking. So what have we covered? We talked about what is your goal when you're speaking. We talked about outlining your talk. We talked about that you need to always be selling something. You also need to always be collecting coins and contacts. We talked about 9 things you should do every time you speak. Guys, so now I want to show you about turning your business into a 6-figure business. You're speaking into a 6-figure business, okay? 6 figures. This is all 6 figures is. And another thing, let me just tell you something. Whatever it is that you say is your truth will always be your truth. So if you feel that 6 figures a year is a lot and you feel that it's unobtainable by the things that you say from your mouth, you'll never make 6 figures. You'll never sit in front of an audience and give the audience the confidence that what it is that you're making an offer on is worth the value that you're speaking it on. So you got to understand that your words are powerful. Before we even get into, talking, a lot of times I'm telling people, you got to work on your mindset. You got to work on the stuff you say at your mouth. You got to stop saying stuff about yourself that you don't want to be true. Does that make sense, y'all? Before I get into this, does that make sense? Stop saying stuff about yourself that you don't want to be true. If you don't want the fact that you don't know how to use technology to be true, stop saying it. Because as long as you say that you're not good at technology, you never will. You will always give yourself a pass to mess things up. If you say that I'm just not good at sales, that's what I used to say. I was so bad, my resume used to even said, I don't want to do no sales. I never felt like I was good at it. And so I wasn't because I said it. Whatever it is you say about you will always be your truth. The first person that must believe in you before anybody else does is you. So if you say I'm not good speaking in front of people and you just keep on making it valid by saying it out loud, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. I don't care how much money you invest, how many coaches you have, or how much time you spend. If you consistently say out your mouth, you are not good, you will never be good. I am a beast when I open my mouth. Do you hear me? And I don't let nobody tell me otherwise. Even if I mess up, I don't care what they got to say because I'm not assigned to them. I am a beast when I open my mouth. This is why I have no problem with being myself. Y'all follow me. Some of y'all follow me. You know how I am. I will tell what I'm thinking. Now, I never disrespect people. I never will call somebody else out, with speaking. You'll never know who I'm talking about. Things like that. But I'm a beast when I open my mouth. And I don't care who says it. I don't need nobody to validate me and tell me how great I am. And you got to start saying that about yourself. Because until you do, every single time you open your mouth, it'll never come out the way that you need it to come out. So you got to speak life into yourself. I can give you all the techniques, but until you believe it, it doesn't even matter. Okay, so 6 figures a year is $100,000 per year. That is only $8,333 a month. It's only $8,300. You can do this. That's simply $2,083 a week. What could we sell that could be $2,083 per week? And I want y'all to understand, some of us, we equate public speaking to motivational speaking. That's why a lot of us get hung up. I'm not no motivational speaker. I just learned how to tell stories. I learned how to be passionate, but you'll never hear me speak like a Les Brown speaks. I'm not that type of speaker, but I can get on the same stage as. That's how I feel. I can get on the same stage as him, but I'm not a speaker like him. I'm just Taurea. I am Taurea Vision Avant. I'm not Les Brown, so I don't try to be Les Brown. And I think that's what a lot of us do. We end up trying to be like someone. We want to kind of duplicate them. I'm not saying not to be inspired by someone, but you got to be the best version of yourself. If you know that you are a monotone speaker, you're not animated, guess what? It's people that are monotone speakers who make 6 figures a year. You don't have to be extra animated like sometimes I can be. I think some people think you gotta be animated. No, you don't. You can be to me, monotone is where you just kind of like straight. Now, of course, you got to get good at being able to tell certain stories and being able to use certain aspects of yourself, but you don't have to do all of that. 2,083. What is it that you can sell that would cost that? Okay, so you got to break these numbers down. You got to figure this out. Okay, public speaking. What's all public speaking? Public speaking is what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a virtual event, virtual webinar with you guys. A physical event. And you need to be finding as many opportunities to speak. If somebody asks me to be on their podcast, I'm going to get on it. If somebody want me to be on their Instagram story, I'm going to get on it. I don't care, because every single opportunity to get in front of someone is an opportunity for me to get to this $2,083 per week. But you got to break down those numbers. You got to figure out what it is that you can offer. Now, this is a thing. You don't even have to have your own product to sell something. You might be partnered with someone else where you have become an advocate for them and you do broadcasts talking about what you've learned through them and sell their products or services. That's what network marketing is, because you don't own them products. You don't own that company. You have learned how to deliver a talk and sell someone else's products and services, and you get a commission for doing it. And there is nothing wrong with doing that. And so you got to figure out, break it down. How can you get to this type of money on a weekly basis? You do that. That's how you get to 6 figures. Okay. So that's how we get to a 6-figure income, guys. You got to break that down. You got to break that down to $2,083 a week. And remember, it could be something where you're making for me, I like to be able to make higher profits. Okay. So some of us, while we are out here trying to make, sell $29 products, and it's people that do that. It's some of us, some influencers right now who can sell a $24 product and make 6 figures, in a month. But they got a whole lot of people following them. Until we get then, what's easier to do? Is it easier to sell a higher ticket item or a lower ticket item? It's the same amount of work. I promise you it's the same amount of work. So if you got a program that's $997, or if you got a product where you can combine and make some things together and sell it for $997, it's a great way for you to do it. If you sell jewelry, you want to be able to talk to people about why do people wear jewelry? for confidence. It can build confidence. Maybe one of the things that you do is you help people to build their confidence. Now what you do is you take your jewelry business, you turn it into an opportunity where you teach people about confidence, and then you talk about your jewelry, but then you also sell your confidence package that also comes with a couple of beads. You tell them when they wear these beads going to change their life. It's going to get them power. You know what's crazy about the subconscious mind? Whatever you tell it over and over and over again, it will believe it. So if you tell somebody when you wear these beads, it's going to give you confidence, if they believe it, it's going to give them confidence. See, this is the thing I want you. I've seen people do this. I've seen people create beads like this and call them whatever they want to call them, attraction beads, and sell them for $97, or they'll sell it. It comes free with the $997 package, and people will buy it. They will rock their bracelet, and all of a sudden, great things start happening to their life, not realizing that it was really just the reprogramming of their subconscious mind, and they just leveraged and used somebody else's subconscious thoughts and programmed themselves to only be, okay, let me hold on. I don't want to get too deep for y'all because I know y'all ain't come here for all of that. Okay, so this is what we want to do. So who wants to take it to the next level, okay? If you want to take it to the next level, I know you can't raise your hand, so as I was telling you guys, I was not supposed to be speaking today. I wasn't even going to ever make this offer. And then what's funny is how God works. If that's you, just put the number 1 if you're interested in learning more about what I'm going to do on May 2nd. So my birthday is May the 5th. We're actually doing a boot camp on May 8th and 9th. Now, May the 2nd is the weekend after next. So I want to start promoting for the boot camp very soon. Okay. So I ironically, though, after taking Marquell's program, Marquell has a 3-day program that he's going to, I'm hoping that he's going to make it available to you guys when he speaks. It was amazing. I took his program, y'all, and I was just listening to how he was doing his training. And I was like, because I stopped doing the public speaking by itself, because when you do the public speaking, you need to be able to practice it. Like, I can give you the content, but you got to practice it in order to have the success, because I got to be able to hear it and then be able to tell you some of the things that you can do to improve upon it, right? So a lot of y'all are raising your hands, right? So I stopped doing it because, let me tell you something, people would not be showing. I don't got time to be kind of drag nobody for success. That's another thing, y'all. I'm not a life coach. That's not what I do. So I'm not trying to drag nobody to make 6 figures. That's crazy. You be having to drag people. And I'm trying to tell people, this is what you need to teach on. This is what you need to speak on. I'm telling you, this is a gift God gave me. I know what I'm talking about. You know how I know? Because I did it. And everybody laughed at me. They didn't believe in me. And so when I'm telling you something based off of the fact that I know this can work for you. Anyway, so I was like, I don't want to do the public speaking no more. I'm going to be honest. Only way I'm going to do it, somebody got to pay me $24,000. And then they could be in my coaching masterclass and they can do it. So since all of this happened just now, I was like, well, damn, if I offer y'all some talk, I know that y'all going to be reaching out like, well, I want to take the course and I want to take the course. And I actually had a young lady who got on the phone with me the other day. I did a discovery session. She was like, well, I really got my book done. What I really want you to do is help me with my public speaking. So you see God making me do stuff, right? He's forcing me to do stuff. But one thing I do know is I'm not going to give away my value for free. I just gave you a whole hour of me for free. And so I'm just not going to do, you can't enroll into my program for free or what I'm going to offer. Now, remember, I have a public speaking course that I charge $29.97, but the lowest that I started off, it was $12.97, and then I went up. So what I'm thinking about doing is on May the 2nd. So May the 2nd, I'm thinking about doing a live full day event where we go over talks. We go over your talk. We go over how to construct your talk. Then you work on creating a foundation. We'll practice through it. It's only going to be 10 people, though. I don't think I can do more than 10. I can't max out. I can't do more than 10. I just got to keep it at 10. So we'll do it with 10 people. 10 people that are ready to take action. So it is going to be like a first come, first serve situation. 10 people will go live all day on Saturday. We'll probably start, because, I ain't trying to wake up too early. So we'll probably start at about 11 a.m. Central. So that's 12 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll go probably until we'll take a lunch break. So we'll go for about 4 hours going over the first part. Then we'll take a lunch break or whatever it's going to be, a break. And then we'll go for another 4 hours. My goal is by the end, you'll have your talk completely constructed and ready to go. Okay. Also, what I'm willing to do, I like to get you guys to put it into action. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm willing to do as well is you'll also be a guest for my As Real as It Gets TV show so that you can make your offer. Now, you won't be able to do it until, it'll probably be until the around the 2nd or 3rd week of May is when we'll start scheduling those, because we still got to finish the rest of the Profits Conference, okay? I'm taking long purposefully so that the people that don't want it, they can just go ahead and log off, because, you know, it's just some people, they'll just never invest. I want y'all to know they'll never invest. I got people that know me personally and they'll never invest because they know me personally. And I love my friends and I love my family. I want y'all to know this is not a dig. I just want to make sure that the people that are interested are staying here. So, you know, I just don't want to overwhelm y'all with those that don't need it. We will jump off and do our free giveaway too in a couple of minutes. I'm trying to figure out what I wanted to charge. If you're still here, do me a favor. If you're still here, I want you to put I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out what I want your investment to be. You said that was funny to you. If you're still here, put I'm still here. Yeah, and that's fine. If some of you guys already have events you're gonna be on, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. Lisa Nichols is great, and I'm sure if this is a paid event, you spent a lot of money for that event. You still here? Okay, some of y'all are still here. Okay, let me see. Still here, still here, still here, still here. Still here. I'm trying to think what it. Now remember, I charged $29.97. I got a number that's in my mind that I want to do. And granted, so you see, I don't do half-stepping events. Y'all saw Annette. She got 40 leads. How much is 40 leads worth to you? Imagine that 40 leads was worth, for every lead, it was worth $10. 40 leads are way more than that, though. Let's just imagine. That's $400, right? So maybe I could charge $400 for it. I'm trying to think. One thing I do know is that either way you can make money or you can make excuses. And some people will already have a reason. Now, granted, if you've already made an investment, an investment into yourself, that's a good reason to miss. But for some of us will be like, oh, I can't make it because I don't know. Or I was planning on going to well, most of us going to be in a house, but some people are opening up. Some of y'all will make an excuse. Well, they supposed to be opening up my state, so I'm planning on going out. Look, let me tell you something. You can have money or you can have excuses, and that's it. And so when I realized how true this was, I stopped. Like, when somebody gives me an excuse, I don't debate with them no more. You know what I mean, y'all? Like, I don't debate with people that have excuses, because the thing about this, the person that says they can and the person that says they can't, they're both right. So I don't debate with people, but if you want to increase your profits to be able to do the things that you want to do in life, whether it's travel the world, buy houses, buy cars, be able to help more people, it costs money to help people, you can only have one or the other. So I want y'all to know I'm no different, guys, though. I've just been doing this for a long time. I've been speaking, you know, and I want you to know I made a conscious effort to speak. So whenever I get an opportunity to speak, I'm speaking. Now, your girl is about to be a TEDx speaker. I'm speaking now amongst Willie Jolly, you know, Trevor Ott, Shay Brown. Have y'all seen that event that they've got coming up? Listen, I can't believe some of the opportunities that have opened for me because I've taken action. And I'm no different. I just stopped making excuses. And everybody got valid reasons. Some people say, Taurea, well, you single. You ain't got no kids. Some people, I look at some people that have kids. I say, well, you got kids. You got motivation. You got a husband. You got motivation. I'm out here by myself having to motivate me. So everybody has a reason why they shouldn't. But we also have a reason why we should. So no, it's going to be, yes, I'm speaking TED Talks in September. Is it September? Yeah, in Atlanta. I hope y'all coming to it. I hope y'all coming to my TED Talk. You go to sixfiguremoney.com. That's where you can get your ticket. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, we're down to 37 people. I'm trying to just get people to whine off. You know, the ones who ain't going to do it, they ain't going to do it. And we're going to do our giveaway. You don't have to invest. I just know that some people will jump off early, which is fine. Okay. Yes, you guys didn't know I was doing TED Talks? Yes, I am. Hold on, let me show you guys. Yes. If you go to Six Figure Money, I'm going to be a TED Talk speaker. Yes, I am. Six Figure Money. If you go to Six Figure Money, you can go right here and purchase your ticket to the TED Talk. Sixfiguremoney.com. That'll take you to my link tree. You can purchase your ticket to the TED Talk. All right. So anyways, so I was thinking about doing it for 10 people for $997. But then I was like, Taurea's Rona. And you got the boot camp. And I know I want y'all to be able to come to the boot camp. And I know that if you follow these tips and you share that you just made money, it's going to help for me to do my coaching masterclass, right? So I was like, I ain't going to do that. So then I was like, well, I ain't going to do $497 either, which I could. I could charge $497 for it. I could even charge $397. Y'all, it's not even about the money for me. I want y'all to understand it's not, but I also know that I cannot even devalue you by giving you my training for free. So you've got to put some skin in the game. So this is what we're going to do. First 10 people. The first 10 people. I don't even want to do it for $197. Let me see. What should I do, y'all? First, should I offer this? Should I make it available? Let me put my little sound effect on. Here we go. I'm going to teach you guys how to use Ecamm. I'm going to throw that in as well. I'm going to show y'all how to use Ecamm, or if you don't have a MacBook, I'll show you how to use an alternative. Okay, so for the first 10 people, this is what you need to do. You're going to need to text this number. You'll be sent an invoice. You need to text your email and your name. Let me see. Y'all know I'm a clown. Listen, do you know one of my authors from the Book Profits Club? From the Boot Camp, one of our authors, Felicia Baxley, she got her book talked about in a newspaper and she didn't even know it till today. She just posted it. Like, I love seeing stuff like that. And so if God is going to continue to keep on providing for me and expanding my territory and expanding my opportunities, listen, of course you can get a replay. So all of it will be recorded and you will get access to the training. And so it'll all be recorded. And what I was going to possibly do is offer you guys a chance to do like a 30-minute mock-up separately afterwards. Something like that. Because I want you to be successful. So then when you schedule to do your As Real as It Gets interview, just like how Annette did today and she walked away with all them leads, you walk away with leads. You walk away with a lot of leads too. We need you to walk away with some coin. I need you to know how to convert that though. You got to know how to convert. Some of y'all already texted now. Chill out. I ain't told you how much it's going to cost. All right, I'm going to stop talking. Y'all head off because I do got a meeting with my sales team. Okay, so 404-890-0886. Y'all are texting the number already. It's going to be $97. Okay, y'all. So $97 for the first 10. What's going to happen is you need to make sure your email is correct in the name. And you'll be sent an invoice. You need to make that invoice payment tonight, though, because I'm getting text messages right now. So if you don't make the payment tonight, tomorrow, if you don't make it pay, it'll be canceled and it'll go to the next person in line because it's only be for the first 10. So I'm doing it based on the first 10 that it's going to be in order. So if you text right now, you're going to be the first to get your invoice. And if you don't pay it by tomorrow, then you're going to be canceled. And so it's $27. I mean, $27. $27. What am I talking about? $97. I couldn't do it for $27. There ain't no way. $97 is what you need to invest to get that. So $97 for the first 10 people. You need to text your name and your email. We're about to do our giveaway in a couple of seconds as well. So $97 for the public speaking event on May the 2nd. On May the 2nd, I'll tell you May the 2nd, let me put the times. May 2nd from 12 p.m. Eastern time to 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have a break in between. I might even see if I can get, I don't know when Marquel is talking. I'm going to see if I could possibly, it's not, and so instead of me charging, y'all know my course by itself is $29.97. We're not doing that. We're going to give it to you for the first 10 that make their payment. It'll be $97. Okay. What comes with it as well is you're going to be, of course, interviewed on As Real as It Gets. You'll be able to, yes, it's for real, $97. So, listen, I need y'all to make money, man. I need y'all to do some dope videos because my program, I'm charging 24 grand. And my goal is, honestly, when I charge 24 grand, everybody's not going to be able to afford that. But I'm going to have, like right now, I just recently enrolled some 7-figure earners in network marketing. And they're going to want to leave and go into coaching. So they're gonna need my program. So I need to have some good testimonials. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to be making. This is for someone that really wants to make 6 figures though. So if you're not trying to make 6 figures, if you know you're an excuse maker, if you know you like to kick what they say, kick the bucket, kick the something, you be playing around, this probably is not the one to text. Like, don't text me for real. I don't want you to take somebody's spot that will take this seriously and do the work and then have a testimonial. Because like Felicia, y'all better believe I'm about to blow Felicia's butt up. Felicia Baxley, Felicia done got up in the newspaper. Y'all seen it? I put it on Facebook. Let me see. Where's she at? Where Felicia at? She's in the Book Profits Club because we did a media challenge the other day. So she got her book. She wrote her book through us, and we did a media challenge. Yes, you need to text that number, y'all. And then we're about to get off real quick and do this giveaway. Let me see. We did. Look at her. Look. Look at her. Just want to give an update from the media challenge. It worked. Got me printed in a local paper in my hometown today. Didn't even know it. Felicia. Let me see. Where Felicia book at? Let me show y'all her book. Felicia, if she's on here, she need to be taking this course. I don't know if Felicia even on here, but because Felicia about to kill it. She got her brand new book. Here she go. Let me see. I don't know. I can't pull. I don't know how to do it. Oh, it ain't letting me pull up all her posts, though. She just came out with her book. Anyway, so yeah, $97. You are right. It is unheard of. I've never done, so the reason why, and I don't even know how often I'm going to offer something like this, but I've never done a virtual event like this, but I know what I'm doing, and I know that we're going to walk away with some good results. So, yeah, okay, you text, don't worry. So it is first come, first serve. All right, y'all, so this is what we about to do. We're about to get ready to log off. You need to make sure that you, this is the details. You need to make sure that we go into the Facebook group so we can do our giveaway again. We've already had 3 winners. 3 winners for our free giveaways. You ain't got to buy nothing. It's 100% free, okay? So if you want to be a part of that, you do need to be registered. So we're about to log off. What time is it? It's 7:45 Central. I gotta hurry up because I got a team meeting with my group in 15 minutes. So we're gonna log off and log back in in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. But y'all need to send y'all text messages in for those who want to do it. You'll be given an invoice tonight. Okay, so you need to pay that invoice first come, first serve. If you don't, then it'll be canceled and somebody else will get into it. So, all right, y'all. So let me go ahead and log off. We're gonna go into the Facebook group so we can do our giveaway. I'm not gonna do no closing because we ain't got no time. So I'm gonna see y'all in the group. All right, y'all. Deuces.